I tried a lot of different techniques, and one day I tried auto-hypnosis, really like a mental gymnastics. So I did it every day during 20 minutes, like mental gymnastics. And after a few days, I really felt it was changing something in my life. So I felt I have discovered something amazing. So
what changed?
What changed in my life? A lot of different things, like anxiety. So it's not like I don't feel anxiety anymore, but I still feel anxiety, but it's not the same at all. And I do how to make with that.
Is it like a bit of distance with the anxiety?
Yeah.
Because I used to have a bit of anxiety too.
Yeah.
And I still have it, but it's just when I have it, I just see it as, that's part of what I'm doing and that's part of life. And that distance makes that recognizing it automatically makes you actually less anxious because you have that distance.
That's quite. It's just observing it, welcoming it, because you will not be able to fight it. You just have to accept it, to look at it. So when you look at it, you create some distance.
Do you like Eckhart Tolle?
Yeah, Eckhart Tolle is a good author.
Yeah, he says something like, you can't fight darkness, you just bring light to it and it disappears. I find this.
That's a beautiful image. Yeah.
Thank you, Eckhart. Okay, and so you got less anxiety. Anything else you got?
My sleep was really improved. I had really problems to get sleep. So I was always tired.
Okay.
And now I'm pretty good sleep. So it's really good. It's really good. I feel more confident also.
Okay.
It's quite important in life. And for me, confidence is reverse of fear. And I learned with hypnosis to cultivate confidence.
Okay.
I was not able to speak in front of people before.
I was gonna say, would you do that if you?
I would be 4 years ago. I would be like very
tense.
Very tense, yeah. So now it's really okay.
Nice. And so, what technique did you use to start? What meditation technique?
I started with auto-hypnosis. So I think it's very powerful. I used the visualization. So really visualizing situations where I want to feel confident. And it's like watching a movie in your head and cultivating like confidence in this movie. And it's just like hacking your mind. You're just hacking your mind. So next time you will be in this situation, you confidence will emerge in you. So I think it's the most powerful technique in meditation. I also practice a lot of mindfulness. That is just observing the present moment and your experience in the present moment, like sensations, emotions, and thoughts. That's the two main techniques I use. Yeah.
Okay, and earlier also you were telling me about how you have this approach to meditation and how it should be actually that can be detached from any spirituality or religion, because we often have the conception that it comes along with a dogma. It's just like there's a word I quite use, which would be mind training, like training your mind.
For me, meditation is not something spiritual or something religious. It's just a training, just a training to improve your well-being. It can be associated with spirituality, with religion, and it's okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. And for me, I'm doing a business with it. So I don't want to sell some spirituality. I want to sell some training, some techniques to help people, but I think it becomes dangerous when you're selling like spirituality or religion. Yeah.
I would, especially I'd say religion. I'd have less with this problem with spirituality, like if it's like a free one, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and so you like meditation for yourself, and obviously wanted to spread that because it worked for you, so you wanted to share it with the world.
Yeah.
Is that how you got into creating a meditation app?
Yeah. I really think that most of the problems in the world, like wars, all the problems come from emotion problems. So bad managing your emotions. So when you're good with your emotions, it's fine. So I think if everyone, like if you learn to meditate, you learn to manage your emotions. If everybody does that, the world would be way much better.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with this.
Yeah.
And I think when you see people who meditate, you can see they're like more peaceful. They can take your perspective too. They're like more open-minded. So that's definitely the case. And also in the Eastern philosophy, there's like there's no evil, right? It's more like when you do something bad, it's like ignorance or weakness. And I think it comes along with like that performance of mind training where you can like you're stronger with your mind and what you want to do and dealing with your emotion, and that allows you to be less weak, which can be tempting then to do harmful things.
Yes, yeah, I agree totally.
So we have a question from Laura. Hi, Laura. Do you think there are any negative effects of meditation? That's a really good question. Thanks, Laura.
I'm writing a book with a French doctor, psychiatrist, and sometimes he says that it's not good to practice meditation when you have schizophrenic. When you're schizophrenic, when you have a very strong depression, because when you are very distressed, and if I ask you to observe your thoughts, and your thoughts are very bad, it's not really good for you. So
But don't you think it could be you would feel bad, but that would still be kind of the beginning of the cure? You know, it's like if let's say you're an alcoholic and you stop drinking, where you're gonna feel terrible when you stop drinking, but that's still good. You're still on the right path.
Yeah. When you have these very strong pathologies, I think it's the beginning of the research. So my friend, this doctor, is working with mindfulness, with this. But you have to do this with a doctor.
Oh yeah. Therapy.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be a bit dangerous, but it's very rare. I think for like 99% of the population, it's very good to practice, and not only bad things about this. Yeah. That's quite good, because not like medicines, like pills, like a lot of bad effects.
Yeah.
Like it's totally natural, so
yeah.
That's fine.
Definitely, it's on your breath or focusing on on anything. But yeah, it's true, when people start meditating, they can feel these negative effects at the beginning, because like it reveals things, and it can be a bit disconcerting. Yeah. But that still is a good thing overall. Yeah.
That's what I say. A lot of people tell me, I love this experience, but I feel like a lot of tears, a lot of sadness when I meditate. I tell them it's okay, it's fine. It means you have to see it, you have to release it, it's the first step. It's not always agréable.
It's not like a pleasurable
it's
experience.
not always a pleasurable experience. It can be hard, and you have to do with this. You have to do with this. It's part of the experience.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so I had a question also about an app, because in the more let's say hardcore meditation circles, you could hear which are things that I quite disagree with, but that if you use an app, then it's not real meditation, or it's not it's not done properly, and that it's actually counterproductive. So do you think an app is a good way to start meditation?
Yeah, I think it's one of the best way to start meditation, because you can use it everywhere at any time. It's always better to start meditation with with a real person, like a teacher, instructor. It's always better, but it's very hard to be able to follow this every day. So
it can be expensive.
Like it can be very expensive.
A technique called Vedic meditation.
Yeah.
And you pay $800. I paid $100 for the course, and for me, it's one of the best investments I've done. But I know most people they wouldn't be convinced by it and wouldn't spend that kind of money.
800.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for how long time?
Well, you get a 4-day training, but just 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day. But the idea is then you have a community, and I go there every week. We have discussions around consciousness of this kind of things. And on Thursday mornings we do meditation at the beach, because it's in Bondi Beach.
Bondi.
Where you've been. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but for me the two, apart from the app, if you want to start more all in, there's like either Vedic or transcendental meditation that's quite expensive, or Vipassana, but it's you've heard about.
I've practiced Vipassana in Myanmar.
Nice. But that's, I mean, it's hard to convince someone who's not into meditation to go 10 days in a silent retreat.
And Vedic meditation is like from India?
So from the Vedas, which are like the text before.
So with the chakras and.
So I use I don't really know about that, but I use a mantra. So the teacher gives you a mantra that you repeat, and it's like that sound that's your anchor point.
So always the same mantra? Yeah. A bit like transcendental...
It's exactly the same.
Okay.
Transcendental meditation is Vedic meditation, just it's a brand. So and it's actually more expensive. Yeah. And it's a lot of famous people doing it. Yeah. But it's actually the same technique, just branded.
Okay. Nice, interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, I think with an app, it's a really, really, really good start, and it works really well.
Yeah, it's good.
Probably being guided helps too.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to do. So it's good to be guided at the beginning. Even me, sometimes it's I'm very experienced now, but sometimes it's helpful to be guided, and always I practice a lot alone, like just with my mind, but sometimes it's helpful. Yeah.
And how long do you meditate every day?
I try to meditate at least 10 minutes per day, like in a formal place, like seated in on a chair. But I always meditate in during all the day, like in the.
Like you're like what you call mindfulness, like mindful when you like being in the present moment, when you cook, when you walk. Yeah,
I can practice just right now, just to be present at what you're seeing, at when I touch the table. You can practice at any time. So I do it when I'm commuting. I do it when I'm walking in the street. I like to do it like even when I'm running. I'm doing sports. You can do it whenever you want. It's just like a reflex, something automatic you can create. It's very nice.
And so now we can jump to the question of this interview, which was, is meditation mainstream? Because I especially have this question because I want to do a bit of a reality check, because the people around me definitely started meditation so much compared to like 2 years ago, but I'm like, I think I can have a biased vision too, because I'm quite into it and pushing people to do it too. So, and I'm also in a place, Bondi, where mindfulness is way bigger than in a place like Paris.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know what was your perception of, because I still think meditation is definitely on the rise everywhere, but like I wanted to have your impression of this in Paris, for example.
Yeah, I think in Paris it's rising a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still not totally mainstream. Paris. I think Paris is late compared to Sydney or compared to California. I've been when people said me that in California 20% of people meditate.
Like daily, regularly?
I don't know. Yes, regularly, more or less. And in Paris, it said like I don't remember, 2 or 4%.
Okay.
So it's still small in Paris, but no, a lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people are using apps, so it's becoming more and more mainstream. I think it's just the beginning of, even in the Western, even in USA, it's the beginning of a societal phenomenon that is rising. Just the beginning.
Because some people might think it's a fad. Do you think it's like a long-term trend, or?
I really think it's a long-term trend. Because it's a solution to that answers a really deep need. So it's not just something like in mode fashion, or
not just a fad.
A fad, yeah.
Do you think we need it even more in our society today than we used to?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When I see people, young people, their attention is decreasing a lot.
Yeah.
They are always on their phones.
Yeah.
Even me, my attention, I think, is decreasing because of these technologies like notifications, emails all the time. It's very hard to be present, more and more. So I think the need is more and more. And I have noticed that the people that use the most Namatata are people in the big cities. So it's yeah.
Okay. So definitely a lot of interest from people, and I think we can both witness people are really interested in meditation, but when it comes to a regular practice, it's still not that mainstream.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest barrier for people. A lot of people are saying, yes, it was very nice, a good experience. I want to practice it like every day, but I just don't find time. I don't find it's the main pain.
So it's funny that I completely agree with that. And so with what I'm doing, it's like personal growth brand. This one called Unlocked, and the idea is that this program, one of it is meditation program, because I have a lot of friends. They tell me, I'd love to start meditating, but usually after 6-7 days they stop because they don't have time. So now I force everyone to do the time management program before the meditation. Because I find like then you have the foundation to do it. But then I think it can go the other way, because I think also meditation taught me time management. Did you have this feeling?
Maybe, yes. I tried the MBSR meditation.
Okay.
So it's John Kabat-Zinn made a program, like 8 weeks program.
Okay.
It's all the studies are based on this program, and it's mindfulness, and it's like 1 hour, about 1 hour per day, and you join a group every week. And so it's quite I really did this exercise to meditate 1 hour per day, and I think I learned a lot of about managing my timetable for meditation. Yeah.
And would you have some piece of advice for people who want to start meditation but can't create the habit?
Yeah. I think a good idea would be to really find one moment in your day, like to think before what is the best moment you can take. Just take at least 10 minutes per day. Is it when you wake up? Is it before sleeping? Is it at the lunch time? Just find one place and keep it. Like do it like regularly, and what
like you brush your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and after it will become automatic. Yeah.
Nice. So we started talking a bit about it, but what do you think is so the impact of meditation for the world? So you'd see it as more peaceful. Talked about it. Would you think that it would have a major impact if people were meditating more regularly?
Yeah, I love this answer of the Dalai Lama. That saying, if all the children in the world meditate, there will be no wars in the next generation. I think the impact can be huge. Can be huge. It's hard to know, but it's good for managing emotions. It's good for also more accepting what happens. Be open-minded, accepting what is inside of you, what is outside of you. So you accept more easily the other people, and you accept the world as it is. You don't try to fight. So you feel good, and everything is more easy and more peaceful when you have this posture of acceptance. Yeah,
definitely. Well, Antoine, thank you so much for doing also this exercise in English, which is a nice effort to do it. We're both French and we could do it in French, but because everything's in English, we do it in English. But there's one part, maybe if you prefer to do it in French, we can, because that might be tricky in English. I thought maybe it could be fun to do like a 2 or 3 minute meditation live now. Okay. And people, if you have questions in the meantime, ask your question, because then we'll end the live. But let's do one. Do you prefer in French for this?
Well, I can try it in English.
Let's try in English then. Thanks.
So let's have a comfortable position, and your back straight, and just close your eyes and put your attention on the breathing without trying to change it, just observing your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. And as soon as your attention is left, just bring it back on the breathing. And again, if your attention is left, just bring it back on your breathing, on the sensations linked to breathing. Sensations in the nose, in the belly, in the lungs. Just observing. And now you can put your attention on the noise around you, the different sounds. Just observing them with curiosity, without judging. And if your attention has left, bring it back on the sounds around you. Maybe inner sounds, maybe voices, maybe nature, cars. No matter if comfortable or not comfortable, just observing the sounds. Now you can bring back your attention to the body, to the whole body, the breathing. Just open your eyes slowly, observing the light, the brightness, colors around you, and trying to keep this presence for the next moments. And that's the end of the meditation.
Doing good, I guess. Yeah, that's good. I'll add a disclaimer. If you listen to the podcast in your car, don't do it.
Too late.
Yeah, too late. Yeah, well, thanks so much. If there's no questions, guys. So, also the interview was in Station F, really cool startup hub in Paris.
Yeah, the biggest startup hub in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. Like you can't see very well from here, but it's really, really cool place. No more question. We're gonna finish. I just had quick question. Do you want to talk a bit about more the startup, the company in itself? Is that something?
Yeah, but Namatata, we can we talked a bit about this. Is a mobile app, and you have just guided meditation. So you put your earphones, and you just have to listen to the voice, and during 10 minutes per day.
Okay. And how does do you have like a free first sessions and then like?
You have 10 free guided meditation, and after that you can subscribe like monthly or yearly.
Yeah.
And you have more than 200 meditations. And I've been working with psychologists and doctors to write the meditations.
I think on top of the, I guess, quality of what you get when you subscribe, the very fact that you've paid for something usually helps with commitment. So it's like when people are like, I want to start meditation, and like for example, when I take my case, I had paid $800 for it, so I wasn't gonna stop meditation the week after, right? I was gonna stick to it.
Yeah.
And it just works. Right?
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good model for you and for me.
Yeah, it works for us. Thanks, guys. As usual, I'll stop the interview with a hug.
Yeah.
Thank you, Antoine.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks for this interview. That was really cool. And thanks, guys, for watching and for your questions. And we'll see you. I think the next one's in 2 weeks. See you guys, and create the habit of meditation. It's awesome. You won't regret it. Cheers, guys.